Welcome to Sir Betterment, where we bring you financial, motivating, and betterment knowledge. In this video, we'll talk about 20 signs of a mentally strong individual. So without further ado, let's get into it. The real world is harsh, and young workers and job seekers are frequently advised to toughen up to survive. However, what does this actually mean? In the workplace, you won't need to train like Rocky Balboa or worry about being knocked down and getting back up every day. But if you're really being knocked down at work, then you need another job, pronto. It may be hard to define mental toughness, and this can leave inexperienced workers wondering whether they have what it takes to succeed in their careers. With that in mind, let's define mentally strong and see if that helps. If you can hone these characteristics, you will succeed in the long run, even if you encounter some setbacks along the road. Here are 20 signs of a mentally strong individual. Number 20. Mentally strong people can identify their goals. During any given interaction or project, mentally strong people recognize the desired outcome over both the long and short term. In other words, they question themselves, what do I want to get out of this conversation? And why am I trying so hard to please this one particular client or contract? They clearly envision their future selves 1, 3, or 5 years from now, and they know where they'd like to be in 5 minutes. And of course, they recognize that these plans and goals may change at any moment. Number 19. Acknowledging your weaknesses. Putting yourself down is not the same as telling the truth. Admitting your inability to address others or your inability to stay organized might be seen as a sign of strength. Accepting your shortcomings is a step in the right direction. You may learn to delegate jobs you're not good at, or you can devise a strategy to help you succeed despite your weaknesses. Number 18. Asking for help. It takes a lot of guts to admit, I can't do this on my own. It takes humility and character strength to seek help, whether from a superior for extra resources or a mental health expert. People with powerful minds don't go alone. They put themselves in the company of those who can help them succeed. Number 17. Failing. You're probably not stretching yourself too much if you're always successful. Making mistakes and failing means you're challenging yourself, which is a sign of strength. Don't allow anybody to tell you that you can't make it because of past mistakes. Instead, use failures as proof that you're pushing yourself to the limit. Number 16. Expressing emotions. Some individuals can express anger quickly, but they may be hiding more painful emotions such as shame, humiliation, or disappointment. Unfortunately, it's far simpler to say, "You're an idiot," than "My feelings are hurt." The ability to put words to one's emotions and to find constructive outlets for expressing them is a sign of strength. It's much easier to deny your pain or try to convince others that you're infallible. Number 15. Walking away. Walking away from something doesn't make you a coward whether it's a goal, because the work involved isn't a high priority or a disagreement. After all, you can see no good coming of it. It takes guts to abandon a failing project, particularly if you've already invested a lot of time and energy into it. But walking away might show you're willing to act in accordance with your values, even though you might face some ridicule. Number 14. Self and self-sufficiency. You are pretty confident in who you are as a person. You are not codependent or manipulative or possessive or controlling. You have mastered the art of problem solving. You're not scared of others, and you're not afraid to be alone. You don't expect anybody else to come to your rescue. And you don't make any real attempts to alter other people's lives. You don't let other people's actions or words dictate how you feel. and you don't depend on them to keep your emotions in check. Number 13. Healthy self-esteem. Sometimes high, healthy self-esteem is confused with narcissism and vice versa. Someone who is mentally strong is neither overconfident nor cowardly. You know and accept your own abilities and limitations. You no longer need the approval of others or to be emotionally destroyed by their criticism, since you have developed the ability to examine and affirm yourself objectively. Number 12. Proactivity instead of passivity or reactivity. You know that you have to take charge of your own life. In the event of a dilemma, you may consider your alternatives and choose the right course of action. On the other hand, passive individuals are often paralyzed and unable to act because they feel overwhelmed or detached. A reactive individual, like a robot, just responds to stimuli without giving any thought to the matter at hand. Passive or reactive people are rarely aware that they are making decisions in their life. Proactive people are mindful of their emotions, thoughts, and motives. The difficulties you face in life don't stop you from enjoying them. Number 11. A rational, present mind. Your perception of the world is spot on. Thanks to your keen use of rationality, logic, observation, and common sense, you have a solid grasp of reality. Even if they are very logical, illogical people can only draw conclusions or connections that seem reasonable to them but are in reality absurd or short-sighted. Your self-awareness is high enough that you can take things as they are without fooling yourself or letting your emotions get the best of you. You can live in the present rather than dwelling on the past or worrying too much about the future. Number 10. Emotional literacy and self-reflection. You have a strong grasp of your emotions. You can identify your emotions, determine their origins, and comprehend their significance in your life. You take things slowly and enjoy life. You sit back and contemplate the inner and outside events that have shaped you. You reflect on your past and present experiences and make conscious choices about your actions in light of these thoughts and feelings. You can effectively resolve your past trauma and grow as a human being. Number 9. Empathy and compassion. Mentally strong people have an acute sense of empathy for themselves and, by extension, feel empathic toward others. Understanding another person's emotions, thoughts, and motivations is the essence of empathy, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you agree with other people or their actions. Another extension of self-empathy is compassion, because you know how you feel and how others could feel. You have a lot of compassion for those who are suffering. Number 8. Adaptability. Adaptability is a quality that may take you far in life. Mentally strong people can swiftly adjust to new circumstances and maintain their composure when faced with challenges or surprises. This also entails a degree of flexibility in the face of inevitable setbacks. You know you can handle whatever comes your way because you are flexible. So you don't waste time worrying about the future or obsessing over the present. Number 7. Accepting what is and isn't in your control. You're realistic enough to know that certain things just can't be changed. Wanting to control everything is a classic sign of chronic anxiety and existential insecurity. You have a firm grasp of the concepts of control and freedom. When you stop worrying about things outside your control, you'll feel better emotionally, open up to new possibilities, and enjoy life more. Number 6. Healthy self-focus. Living a healthy, balanced existence is better than worrying about things beyond your control or having unrealistic or stressful ambitions. You're not one to engage in meaningless activities and don't like to associate with people who do. Those closest to you are the ones who care the most about you and whom you love the most. You don't believe in any social, political, or philosophical ideas, and you're not interested in any drama that comes with them. You don't force your own preferences on others around you. You don't worry about what your neighbor is thinking or maybe doing wrong. You don't stack or pick fights with people on social media. You make positive changes in your life, starting with yourself and what is around you, without resorting to aggression against others. Number 5. Not feeling entitled. You realize that no one has any obligation to you. In fact, the universe really doesn't give a hoot about you. You have to make an effort to achieve your goals. You realize that not everyone has the same starting hand that you have, and that life is not always fair. This does not give you the authority to treat people unfairly either. Number 4. Helping others out of kindness. Fundamentally, everyone is responsible for their own life. Positive responsibilities are entirely voluntary. No one owes you anything by definition, and vice versa. Mentally strong people tend to be kind and generous, yet it is a kind deed, not a duty, to aid and assist others. You care about other people and want them to be happy. Still, you don't take responsibility for their happiness, just as you don't expect anybody else to take responsibility for yours. You can be helpful and generous without feeling guilty or responsible. Number 3. Healthy relationships. Boundaries are the foundation of every balanced relationship. You are fair to others around you, showing them love and respect when they deserve it and avoiding wasting your resources like time, money, and energy on toxic individuals or tolerating their unpleasant behavior. Instead of responding emotionally or just accepting something even when it looks harmful, you make a choice. You are always assessing your connections with people and making conclusions that can help in enforcing your own boundaries. Number 2. Not trying to please everyone. There will always be those who don't like you, no matter who you are or what you do. Naturally, not everyone will like you, given that you also don't like everyone you meet. People with strong minds don't hurt or bully others, but they also know that it's alright to be alone sometimes. Lastly, saying no. People with strong minds know when to draw the line and say no. They are aware of their own emotional boundaries as well as the boundaries between themselves and other people. They feel comfortable standing up for themselves and have learned that saying no to boundary violations, aggression, and unjust behavior benefits them in the end. As a result, they experience freedom and liberation rather than guilt or shame. So what do you think? Do you possess some signs on our list? Or do you have all of them? Is there anything you would add to the list? Let us know in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like. Also, click the subscribe button and notification bell for more videos like this. See you at the next one.